Good morning, class 8 children. Today, after completing our chapter as well as the worksheets, we'll be continuing with the sample papers which are given at the end of the workbook. So we'll be doing the questions which are there in the syllabus. So we had seen that question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these questions are from the chapters which are not coming in the syllabus. So we won't be doing it. So let's start with question number 6. So question number 6 is, when a small amount of aluminium powder is added to dilute sulfuric acid, the product formed in the reaction includes. So kindly read the question carefully. When a small amount of aluminium powder is added to dilute sulfuric acid, then what will be included in this reaction? Options are there: aluminium oxide, sulfur dioxide, and hydrogen. Aluminium hydroxide, sulfur and water. Aluminium sulfate and hydrogen. And fourth option is that aluminium sulfate plus water. So can I have the answer from your side? If you know the answer, that which product is there when aluminium powder is added to dilute sulfuric acid? Any one of you? Yes, Geet.
Ma'am, option C, aluminium sulfate and hydrogen.
Yes, aluminium sulfate, because it reacts with the sulfuric acid, aluminium sulfate will be formed and hydrogen is released, because the formula of sulfuric acid is H2SO4. SO4 gets connected with the aluminium sulfate is formed and hydrogen is released. So your option C is correct. Afterwards, question number 7. Consider the following statements regarding fossil fuels and select the correct options. So I think you know about the fossil fuels. Statement 1 is, fossil fuels are dead remains of living organisms. Yes, it is right. Statement 2 is there, excessive use of fossil fuels causes global warming and a depletion of natural resources. Ab third is also there. Earthquake occurs as a result of burning fossil fuels. ये भी आपको बताना है कि earthquake इस वजह से occur करते हैं. So C, which statement is true? Yes, Harshit Singh has raised hand and Sarthak Singh. Tell Harshit Singh.
Ma'am, option C, statement 1 and 2 are correct, are true.
Okay. What do you say, Sarthak Singh?
Ma'am, same.
Same answer, C part. Aryan Shinde, what you say?
Ma'am, option C.
Okay. So option C is correct, that first and statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. So kindly put a tick over here. Next, 7th question के साथ ही choice है. Bhavna performed 2 different experiments, 1 and 2. In experiment 1, she provided a substance P with some heat. She found that a sudden reaction occurred to form heat, light, and sound. In experiment number 2, she provided heat to another substance Q and observed that only heat and light were produced. I think it is clear to you. So 2 experiments she has performed. In first, P, Q, that heat, light, and sound, 3 things has been occurred. And in second, only heat and light has produced. So our question is, experiment 1 represents an example of dash and dash, and experiment 2 represent an example of dash and dash. So the information in which alternate, that is with you. First is explosion, rapid explosion, and this A or B, what we can fill here? Can you tell? आप मुझे बताइए एक्सपेरिमेंट 1 में हम क्या भरेंगे। एक्सपेरिमेंट 1 में जैसे आपको पता है बेटा, इसके और भी ऑप्शंस हैं ऑन द नेक्स्ट पेज। यस, two more options are there, C and D: spontaneous combustion and explosion, rapid combustion and spontaneous. You have to think over it. सबसे पहले तो आप ये सोचिए कि आपका जो एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 1 है उसमें क्या फिल हुआ है, क्या क्या प्रोड्यूस हुआ।
मैम
हीट, लाइट,
एक्सप्लोजन।
साउंड। इट मीन्स एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 1 इज एक्सप्लोजन बिकॉज उसमें हीट, लाइट, साउंड दोनों प्रोड्यूस हुए। ठीक है। सेकेंड में आपके पास क्या हुआ, हीट एंड लाइट इज प्रोड्यूस्ड ओनली। सो सेकेंड यू कैन चेक इट फ्रॉम हियर कि क्या क्या है आपके
मैम
पास।
रैपिड कंबशन,
स्पॉन्टेनियस भी हो सकता है, हीट एंड लाइट भी प्रोड्यूस हो सकता है। एंड डू यू नो द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द रैपिड एंड स्पॉन्टेनियस? स्पॉन्टेनियस नहीं हो सकता, क्यों? बिकॉज स्पॉन्टेनियस, इन द स्पॉन्टेनियस इट कैचेस फायर इटसेल्फ। तो इसमें उसने इटसेल्फ, इट द कैच फायर इज हैज नॉट बीन कैच्ड इटसेल्फ, उसने उसको जलाया है। ठीक है। सो व्हाट ऑप्शन विल बी ट्रू वन? तो ऑप्शन 1 इज ट्रू।
ए।
समझ आ गया आप सबको कैसे आया ए? डिड यू अंडरस्टूड? और इफ नॉट यू कैन आस्क।
यस मैम।
Your option number A is correct. Kindly ask if you have not understood, because this is quite basic question and you have to think for it at least one or twice. Clear, children? Should we move to the further? Okay, let's continue with question number 8. Two metal rulers of length 30 centimeter and 60 centimeter respectively are kept in such a manner that the 30 centimeter ruler extends about 50 centimeter over the edge of a table, and 60 centimeter ruler can extend about 30 centimeter over the edge of the same table. Both the ends are flicked. Which of the following statement is correct regarding the observation? First of all, children, you need to understand the question. Two rulers are with us, 30 centimeter and 60 centimeter length. 30 centimeter ruler can extend up to 15 centimeters, and 30 जो 60 centimeters वाला है that can extend up to 30 centimeter over the edge of the same table. अब आपको क्या बताना है? The observations देखिए क्या क्या है. Metal ruler of length 30 centimeter is able to vibrate slower, produce a high pitch, high sound, but vibrate faster. So options are with you. So kindly give me the answer if you are able to get A, B, C, D में से कौन सा ऑप्शन हमारा ट्रू है? Think and tell. Okay, children. So A option is correct. Why A option is correct? Because the ruler with longer length will vibrate faster. So longer length ruler will be of 60. It will be vibrate faster, and 30 जो centimeter length वाला ruler है that will vibrate slower. Let's move to question number 9. Which of the following is a correct pair? So kindly read it. Cathode, positive electrode; cation, negative ions; anions, anode, negative; anion, positive. So kindly read these options yourself and come to the conclusion. So children, in 9, answer number 9, we need to have some clues. Anode is positive electrode and cations are positive ion. Positive ions means which carry positive charge. Okay, like I'm talking about copper. Copper has 2 positive charge. Sodium, the metals which can lose electrons, they acquire positive charge. In the beginning of chapter number 4, you have read metals always lose electron, and when they lose electron, they acquire positive charge. So that are known as cation. Okay, so option D is right. Fine. So kindly put a tick, and children, if you are not understanding, you may ask, because direct questions you won't be getting it. Next, let's come to question number 10. I think I'm erasing. Okay, Geet, read question number 10.
Okay, ma'am. Since earthquakes are caused by the movement of plates, the boundaries of the plates are the weak zones, where earthquakes are more likely to occur. The weak zones are also known as seismic or fault zones. In India, the areas most threatened are Kashmir, Western and Central Himalayas, the whole of Northeast run of Kutch, Rajasthan, and the Indo-Gangetic Plains. Some areas of South India also fall in the danger zone. The power of an earthquake is expressed in terms of a magnitude on a scale called the Richter scale. Really destructive earthquakes have magnitudes higher than 7 on the Richter scale. Both Bhuj and Kashmir earthquakes had magnitudes greater than 7.5. The tremors produce waves on the surface of the earth. These are called seismic waves. The waves are recorded by an instrument called the seismograph. The instrument is simply a vibrating rod or a pendulum which starts vibrating when tremors occur. A pen is attached to the vibrating system. The pen records the seismic waves on a paper which moves under it. By studying these waves, scientists can construct a complete map of the earthquake. They can also estimate its power to cause destruction.
Okay, beta. Okay, fine. So here are few of the questions based on this paragraph. What are fault zones? Can I have the answer? What is a fault zone? So
Ma'am,
Ma'am, can I?
the weak zones are also known
Ma'am,
as
weak zones
fault
of
zone.
plates.
okay, weak
Weak
zone.
zones of plate where
uh,
earthquakes are most likely to occur.
yes, very good. Weak zone where the earthquake is most likely to occur, that is known as a fault zone. B part. How is the power of earthquake be measured?
The power of an earthquake is expressed in terms of a magnitude on scale called the Richter scale.
Okay, so this is a Richter scale when the power of earthquake is measured. Number 3, mention two instances of earthquake where their magnitude exceeded 7.5 Richter scale.
Bhuj
Bhuj
and
and
Kashmir.
Kashmir earthquakes had magnitudes greater than 7.5.
Okay, so we are having both places, Bhuj and Kashmir earthquake had the magnitude greater than 7.5. So children, you can mark the answer. What two more questions are there? What is a seismograph? Seismograph and one more is there. Mention four components of a seismograph.
When the tremors produce waves on the surface of the earth, these are called the seismic waves. The waves are recorded
एक wave नहीं पूछा
by an
गया, आपसे
instrument
एक
called the seismograph.
yes, तो आपसे waves नहीं पूछा गया. So the waves, seismic waves are recorded by an instrument that is known as a seismograph, and this instrument is vibrating rod, pendulum, and a pen record. A pen is there. So how many things are there? Vibrating rod is there, or a pendulum we can say, and a pen is attached to it. Okay. So these are the components. Four component it has been asked. What are the rest one then? You have given the definition of
Ma'am, pen, pendulum, and ma'am, paper. That's the code.
Vibrating system is also there. Pendulum must be attached to something, na? Okay. So these are the points to be kept in mind. So this was your 5 marks question, okay, containing 5 questions, 1 mark, carrying 1 mark. Okay, next question number 11. What term is used for a liquid that conducts current?
Conducting liquid.
No. Anybody else? The liquid which conducts electric current. Yes, Geet.
Ma'am, electrolyte.
Yes, electrolyte. You have read in chapter number 14, electrolyte is a liquid which conducts electricity. Give one benefit of lightning. You know, any one benefit of lightning? Anybody? It fixes atmospheric nitrogen.
Nitrogen fixation.
Yes. It fixes atmospheric nitrogen in the soil by the process nitrogen fixation. Got it? Next, number 12. What is the unit of frequency of sound?
Ma'am, hertz.
And loudness?
Ma'am, hertz.
Loudness?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
hertz.
decibel.
Ma'am,
Next,
dB.
dB. That
Decibel.
is decibel. इसके सामने हम लिख देते हैं decibel. So you don't need to confuse loudness of sound. Here is the frequency of sound. Now, next question number 13. Give one instance where the friction is useful. Anyone where the friction is
Ma'am, in
useful.
right.
It helps us to construct buildings.
Yes, Sarthak Sehgal, क्या कह रहे हो?
Ma'am, it helps us to write and
Ma'am,
walk.
it helps.
Okay, right.
Ma'am, it
Akriti has
helps
told
to construct a building.
construct a building. Sarthak Sehgal, you tell.
Ma'am, it helps to turn or slow down our vehicles.
Okay, slow down. So there are the many.
It helps in.
Ma'am, it helps to walk.
It helps us to write down with pen.
Ma'am, walk.
Yes, to walk even it helps us. So these all are the uses of friction. Okay. Yes, Sarthak.
It
please
helps
now.
to make fire in winter.
Yes, so many things are there. Kindly read question number 14. Read the following passage and give the answers. Chaliye, Harshit Singh, you read it.
Okay. Read the following passage and answer the question that follow. When sound travels in air, it has a certain specific speed. Its speed changes in solids and liquids. Thus, the speed of sound changes with the change in medium. Speed also depends on the physical state and temperature of the medium. The speed of sound is high in solids and slow in liquids. While it is the slowest in gases, at higher temperature the speed of sound is higher, while at the lower temperature the speed decreases.
Okay, so here are few of the questions A, B, C. What happened to the speed of a sound when it enters from solid to liquid, medium 1 to medium 2? What happens?
It slows down.
Yes, the speed
In
slows down. Okay. Next, what happens to the speed of a sound at lower temperature? When the temperature is lower, then what will happen?
Ma'am, it
the
decreases.
speed decreases.
Okay, very
Ma'am,
good.
it decreases.
Speed decreases. Very good. In what medium is the speed of sound is least?
Ma'am,
Liquids.
liquid.
Ma'am, liquids.
Ma'am, gases.
Yes, it is gaseous, beta. Gases, or you may write down air. Gases लिख लीजिए. और you can write down slash डाल के air भी लिख लो. ठीक है? So speed of sound is least. If the question is there, speed of sound is maximum in where it will be maximum?
Ma'am,
Solids.
Solid.
Yes, it will be
Solids.
maximum in solids. Good. So up to here, children. Section B will be taken tomorrow.